It is said that some people have lives, some have music. For our guest tonight, life has been nothing but a song. And like any song, his journey has had high pitches and the low ones. He has braved many a storm. And after 4 long decades in the industry, he still stands tall and exemplifies the stuff winners are made of. Please welcome Annu Musical Malik. Annu, welcome to Starry Nights.
Thank you, Komalji, and I loved the introduction.
Thank you.
Annu is the first time. Annu Musical Malik. I used the M very well.
And we love the music you provide us with.
Thank you so much. It's been a great journey so far.
Yes, 4 long decades must be a really...
You reminded me of something, 4 long decades. It's scared. You know, when people ask me, I always say, "Main abhi bhi aaya hu." So, but the fact that you said 4 long decades, I think I'm starting. I'm starting my life again.
Wow, but that is the best thing, na? I think that is why your music never grows old.
Whenever I record a song, I consider this is my first song. Wow. In fact, I'll tell you something. The day goes over, I've recorded a song, I come back, I get up in the morning, and the first thing I do is, I get up in the morning, while I'm having a bath, I feel I washed away all what I've created, and I'm about to start creating again.
Oh, lovely.
And I do that. I literally do that. I feel this is my first day.
Cutthroat competition, was that the order of the day at that time?
It is there even today.
Okay.
And I tell you,
nothing has changed.
The style changes. The way you approach things changes. Groupism, that this is my group, will always be there. And it can't change. It will never change.
So which group did you belong to then?
I've never belonged. I belong to the Annu Malik group actually.
No, but then you said that
honestly,
I tell you something. It will never change. Then how did you survive?
I'll tell you. I have never ever had a producer, barring 1 or 2, who literally backed me. After the first film was over, I always felt, will he repeat me the next? And something happened, they moved on. But my success story has been when they move on, they come back to me. I think that is huge.
So after moving on, they come back. They return to you.
They come back to. But I've never, Komalji, ever felt animosity. It's very strange that people wonder that. Do you feel angry? I feel hurt, but I never feel angry. In fact, if the person comes back to me, why he came to me also in the first place, I don't know, and why he went away.
And you wouldn't like to probe also?
No, not at all, because I feel...
Does that affect your music, you feel?
No, I don't think so, because it makes me stronger. In fact, I've always wanted to move at times. For example, in the year 2017, in 2015, when I gave music with Dam Laga Ke Haisha, it fetched 3 national awards.
3 national awards, exactly.
So I think that is huge, because if you have anger, hurt, you won't be able to create.
Exactly.
But what I do is, if I feel it's not going to work out, I move away, because I know something. I create with love. I cannot create with hatred around me.
Anuji, you seem to be your only competition. You're not really perturbed by the new ones, the older ones. It's just you and your work? Or you get excited and start wondering what's happening around you?
No, but I have to really tell you this, that I'm very excited about the work that youngsters are doing. There's a reason behind it, because I've got 2 young daughters at home.
True.
One is just 24, one is 21, Anmol and Ada. So what happens is, I'm clued into today's music thanks to my kids. And some of the youngsters have come out with some damn good songs.
If you could name a couple of them.
I've been very, very happy with so many composers, but I think, I don't know why, because there are certain songs that stay back. I think one of them was Tumi Ho, was a song which I really felt had a nice twist to it.
Kyunki tum hi ho.
Yeah, I like that, the way the whole tune was formed and the production was done. And then when you are confronted with such talent, or there are many other composers whose music stays back, what do? Do you sit back and wonder that your time's up? Or do you start composing again? I choose
to do
the latter. I've started composing again. In fact, I love this competition to know that I want a youngster now to acknowledge and say, great job, sir. I would love that. I wouldn't want to say, आपने एक ज़मान में काम किया था. वो था is over. That moment is gone. But if like recently when I recorded a song, a young sound programmer comes up and says, how did you conceive Momo Ke Dhage? So for me, that is an award. Because he's just 24. He's just 25.
And is that more than the national award, or it's akin to the national award?
It is like an award in itself. Because you know what? To get a stamp, I think I thirst for a stamp of approval all the time.
Correct.
I think there's something in me. Maybe it's the struggle that I've gone through. For example, if I hum a tune, I'll ask you, "Kaisa laga?" I think I come from that era where I used to ask my producer director, "Are you happy?" The moment I could see in his eyes he's not happy, I used to move on to the next tune. I'll move to the next tune.
You won't hard sell your tune.
I wouldn't, because I start feeling, look, I'm from an era which you will actually acknowledge, that distributor, exhibitor, यार पिक्चर चल गई CPC राजस्थान में, यार इंदौर में रिएक्शन अच्छा आ रहा
You know, alongside your very original tunes, you've also sometimes been accused of lifting tunes. How did you face that?
I think I was once upon a time, but that I killed that with my own hard work. That's a very good question, and I felt like answering this today. I killed that when I felt, and there's no excuse to say that, you know, all the greats, when you talk about all the great composers, you'll find they've also been, inspired is the right word, from a certain mukhra.
Actually, I want to ask you, is inspired the right word, or it's a...
I would say blatantly taking somebody's stuff is not correct.
Okay. Have you done that ever?
No, I think I would never do it. There was a producer who said, "Yaar, ye gana mujhe kar do." Nowadays, they have given a new name to it. They twisted by saying remixed by so and so. But I think that really hurt me, because the man who changed my life at that point were two people. One was Mahesh Bhatt, when he gave me Phir Teri Kahani Yaad Aayi, and JP Datta, who was offended when somebody accused me of something. And he called me. I remember that day very well, and I should share this with you, and said, "Anu, do you know how talented you are?" I said, "No, what happened?" "Come here." He took me to the stand back and played my song.
Stand back as a machine.
Yeah,
Yes.
and he played back my song. Showed me the rushes. He said, "This is Anu Malik." You know what the song was? "Sandeh Se Aate Hain."
Oh.
And when I heard my own song, picturized, said, "This is Anu Malik." And what are these people talking about? And that would actually provoked me to get my national award, which I made when I made Refugee. That you're the son of such a great composer. You don't have to be inspired by any song. It's all in you.
In this heartless industry, you seem to be a person with a golden heart. Don't you find yourself out of place in this industry?
I do, but then I'm not going to let my childishness ever go away.
Childlike qualities.
Yeah, because I love that. I mean, people call me a child. People say, "No, it's not grown up."
You wouldn't like to grow up, I think. If that is
in fact, I love the kids. I just love children. In fact, a 4-year-old child comes up and says, "Anu Malik." I think child understands me better. They know me. They see my shows. They start smiling. They love me. I mean, when I'm in my car outside, there are people honking to get a glimpse of me. And recently, Mukesh Bhatt said a very great... He said, "You're the most watched composer." And I think that's a huge compliment. And they just love you. And my childishness, the bachpana, is what makes me Anu Malik. I just can't play a suave guy who will come and say, "Hi, Komal ji, how are you? What's been up?" and this and that. I just can't. I say, "Hi, Komal."
That's not you. That's
I
not
can't be.
Talking about earnings, how do you talk money matters?
This reminds me of something. Now, I'll take it into a lighter tone. I've never been a good guy who's... I've never had an agent. I've never had someone to help me out. For example, I'll give you a small example. That'll really... I won't name the producer, and it won't be fair. I was recording a song, and the song was recorded. And
you can tell us the song if you don't want to name the producer.
Please. The song was beautiful, and a newly married guy, and they loved the song. There was a lot of clapping and all.
The producer was newly married.
The producer was there, the director was there, and the producer clapped. But I'll just tell you, the producer was called with love, Papa Ji. So Papa Ji aa rahe hain. So now the lyric writer got his check, the singer got his check, and I'm waiting now. I said, "Wow, I've recorded a song." They're very happy, and I'll get a check. And I'll go and give it to my wife. I mean, that was the only goal. Go home and give it to your mother, father, or give it to your wife. So I said, "Okay, now I'm waiting for the check to come." I said, "Taliyan baj rahi hain. Look, kya gana, what a song, I know, what a..." And suddenly, Papa Ji, I said, "Who's going to give me the money, bro?" The money will be given by Papa Ji. And Papa Ji came in. I went and did namaste to him. I thought now, the check will come.
Now the big moment will
So
arrive.
when I started approaching, I think Papa Ji sensed it, that the check ki baat aane wali hai. So what he did was, "Wow, beti, kya gana kiya?" And he took out a big laddu, and the Papa Ji check and put it in my mouth. And by the time he hugged me, and he's gone. So I had a laddu, and I took the laddu home. So there have been many songs which I've recorded with only laddus in my mouth, and my wife is saying, "Where's the check?" I said, laddu. That's your check. So many of the songs I did with laddus in my mouth. But those were days where puja ka jo khopra aata tha, the coconut, we used to be happy. I mean, so I've never been a very smart businessman and that stuff. But I'm trying to change. But I just feel
That's you actually.
I just don't know. I mean, people say, how much are you getting for a certain show? And I said, what? Itna hi? And I said, मैं क्या करूँ? But I just, the urge to work, I think this insecurity is what drives me. I think I work on nervous energy. I think the fact that I've been out of work many a times, I've seen my father struggle so much, I've seen so much pain. I just feel I'm blessed to be working.
Anuji, you said you've been out of work several times. Were there moments when you used to actually break down and cry that I don't have work, I don't have films, I don't have top producers, I don't have top actors working or lip syncing my songs?
Komalji, this has happened many a times, but my biggest fight back was between 2005. From 2005, when unfortunately when I lost dad in 2006, it was tremendous, the fight. For me to survive emotionally, financially.
Survive, you say, huh?
Yeah, because you know what happens is when you want to, you know you have it in you, and you don't have a producer. And suddenly when you ring a producer, Sahab bathroom mein, or Sahab has flown out of the country, or the very, yeah, and the ones who you worked with also are not coming in the line, and or the people you worked with are the ones who are not acknowledging you. To keep a straight face and understand, and I think somewhere my wife and my two daughters have really, really been there, because there is a possibility that you can lose your marbles completely.
Correct.
And what happens is, at that point of time, I decided to focus. One good thing that has helped me is my father's own teachings and principles that, you know, you've chosen a very tough line, and, you know, you've got to really go through the grind, because I went through it. He warned me so many years back. There came a time and I wondered what's happening. And all I did was sit on the harmonium and start composing. At this point of time, right on my phone, I could be having more than about, say, 3,000 tunes all over in my different phones. If you reject 2,500 tunes by saying that none of the tunes work, 500 are superb. I'm saying 3,000. So I went on composing mukhadas. And my wife used to tell me, you know what, been hearing a little songs, they sound like you. Somewhere those tunes are the ones you've already done before, but they're being packaged well. So I started understanding the whole system. I started looking at my daughters and started wondering, and they used to always feel proud of their dad, in every way. I said, I've got to really, 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 and the one person who inspired me the most, you'll be surprised when I take his name. And I must take his name. The one person who really inspired me to come out of everything was Sachin Tendulkar. Now, how did it happen?
How did this happen?
How did it happen? And Sachin is actually I'm very close to him. We do interact and all. But he gave an interview that when he was hurt, he said he asked God for one more chance. It was his line that was, and then he would go on to slam 200. And Sachin Tendulkar's statement, because I think there are great cricketers around. There will always be great cricketers. But he's
a class apart.
For me, he's something else. I mean,
because that one line of his inspired
He's something else. It inspired me. And I said, give me one more chance. And I said, Sachin Tendulkar asked for one more chance from God when they call him the God of cricket. I asked God for one more chance. I said, God, give me just one more chance. My friends have left me. My people who supported me are not there. Certain people who worked with me died. My arranger, my entire group went away.
Disintegrated. Sorry.
Yeah, so some unfortunately expired. So I was standing alone with nobody around me. The world had changed with technology. And I said, my true scorpion spirit then rose, and I went on reading Sachin's line. God, give me one more chance. If a man of his caliber asked one more chance, I'm going to ask God one more chance. And that chance came with Aditya Chopra. That chance came with Aditya Chopra. He just gave it to me. So he says, Anuji, there is something I have for you. And literally, I could smell the grass outside. Aditya Chopra does not even remember this. I pointed this out to him. He came and left me at the lift. He said, Anu, chal ja peti khol. And how I felt is when I told this news to my wife, and my daughters, they were just quiet. I think that said it all.
Anuji, serious talks, emotional talks, fun talks.
Ji.
Now actually it's pure and simple fun and frolic. I'm going to ask you a set of questions and you have to be quick to answer them.
Even if I'm not quick, I'll give you the truth. I'll say
Yes.
the truth.
I wouldn't even...
I'm not going to lie.
Yes, you don't, you never do.
I just can't.
Yes. So the first set of questions is you have to answer only in yes or no.
Okay.
Have you ever quit a project midway?
No.
Have you ever favored a contestant in a reality show which you judge?
Never ever.
Have you ever been insecure by the new age talent?
Never.
Have you ever fought with someone at a party?
Yeah.
Have you ever forgotten your wedding anniversary?
No and yes. Just before the clock struck 12, I had given a pan. My wife said, okay, this is a pan as my gift.
So that pan saved your life.
Saved my life. It was at just 5 minutes to 12.
Now, this next set of questions you have to answer in one word. Or if not possible, then a couple of words. One singer from the current lot who has impressed you immensely.
Papon.
If you are the Khiladi, who is the Anadi of Bollywood?
Oops. If I'm the Khiladi who is the Anadi of Bollywood, I would say the Khiladi and Anadi comes in me only. Because sometimes I'm a real Anadi and to lose certain projects, but then I become a Khiladi and get the projects back.
Diplomatic answer.
But a safe answer, because why blame others? When there's a problem, I always blame myself.
All actresses whose Kali Kali Aankhein makes you go weak in the knees.
Deepika has that Kali Kali Aankhein. She's got the magic in her eyes. Still,
That can make you go weak in the knees.
I mean, I do feel, wow, there's something which, weak in the knees, I think, I would say I would love to compose for her.
A song that you had proposed your wife with?
Oh. तू कहाँ ये बता इस नशीली रात में.
Wow. And now these questions, what ifs. So I'll give you situations, you have to say what you would do. What if Anu Malik was an actor?
I would be the best.
Wow. What if you were a part of a band, what would you name it?
Anu Malik the Hangama wala.
Arey wah. What if you had to pick someone to be stuck in a lift with? Whom would you pick if you were given the choice?
I don't know about him, but it'll be a person called Rajkumar Hirani, because I'm completely in awe of that man's work, and I would be, if he's stuck in a lift, I would literally sign a film in the lift and say, sir, ये 10 बुखड़े आपके लिए हैं और ये आपके लिए गाने बना चुका हूँ मैं. So because that would be a situation where he couldn't get out, and I would impress him with the song. He would say, "साला फंस गया हूँ, लेकिन गाने अच्छे हैं." तो by the time the lift door opened, he would be gasping for life. से मुझे बचाओ इस आदमी से, लेकिन गाने अच्छे थे.
What if you had to audition for a singing reality show? Who would you want the three judges?
I wouldn't ever change Sonu and Farah, definitely, because I have the best fun with them. There is this positive energy between Farah and Sonu and me to such an extent that we're always laughing most of the time, and we're pulling each other's legs and we're loving each other.
What if you had to start a rumor about yourself?
A rumor, yeah, I would say. You've heard that Anu Malik is a very fast composer. Now suddenly, before you can say hello, he's already composed a tune.
What if Kali Kali Aankhein were to be remade in 2017? How would you revamp it?
I wouldn't do much in changing, but I would definitely go for a high-end production, because I would like to add certain sounds. For example, I would make it more dancey, like yeah. I'd play without, and I would do something in the mukhra and add more different instruments. Then मैं मिला तू मिली would have more. ये काली काली आंखें, ये गोरे गोरे गाल, ये तीखी तीखी नजरें, चल रहा है. ये हिरनी जैसी चाल, तेरी चाल कैसी है जाने जाना मैं क्या बताऊं, ओ जाने जाना तेरी चाल कैसी है जाने जाना मैं क्या बताऊं, ओ जाने जाना तेरे प्यार ने मुझे हाय 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 ऐसे मारा. कैसे मारा? मैं क्या बताऊं, ओ जाने जाना मैं क्या बताऊं, ओ जाने, and then bang, ये काली काली आंखें, तुरुरु तुरुरु, ये गोरे गोरे गाल, ओरु तुरुरु, ये काली आंखें कहाँ से लाई, बोल उसका नाम, ऐ ऊपर वाले क्या बनाया, हाय हाय राम, तेरा शुक्रिया कि इतनी ब्यूटीफुल लड़की मेरे सामने है, दिल चाहता है मैं पी लूं इसकी आंखों से जाम, ये काली काली आंखें, तुरुरु तुरु. I just made it right now. I don't know what I'm saying, but I just
This is amazing. Anuji, we've had such fun talking to you on this show.
Thank you, Komalji.
Thank you for being on the show. And before you leave, we've got a cute little certificate for you.
See, I love love and I love awards.
Yes.
And I love rewards.
And therefore we have it here.
So, I love this certificate namkeen. Issued for adding a little namak to an oh so sweet life. देखिए मैंने ऐसी बजाई जबरदस्त बीन कि शक्कर के साथ साथ मुझे मिला something called namkeen.
Wow. And while going, if you can make a 2-line song for our Starry Nights.
Okay, fine. So now Starry Nights, it's going to be just coming out, huh? क्या होता है wrong, क्या होता है right. Komal ji, I love you. You never get into a fight. इसीलिए बड़े स्टार्स यहाँ पर आके बैठेंगे और चमका देंगे आपका शो Starry Nights. Guys, Starry Nights. Yeah, Starry Nights. अरे क्या होता है wrong, क्या होता है right. कोमल जी, you never get into a fight. इसीलिए बड़े स्टार्स आके बैठेंगे यहाँ और चमका देंगे आपका शो Starry Nights, Starry Nights. So this is a beautiful tune.
Thank you. It's a wonderful song. And Anuji, just for this song, we can't let you go without a gift hamper.
Thank you, Komal ji.
Such a wonderful song. Thank you so much.
Starry Nights, guys. Starry Nights. I've got to get this क्योंकि it's mera right? Starry Nights. Hey, Starry Nights. By the way, they admitted I'm a star. Thank you.
Of course, there's absolutely no doubt.
And among the three, before you ask me any question about the three Khans, I love all of them. And please don't make me say, who do you love more?
I wouldn't embarrass you.
Yeah. And if we add a little more funky, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba. But the rights belong to me, huh? Don't give it. I said this producer that is not going to meet me, so I knew that this guy is going to go into.
So you peed musically?
No, I didn't pee music. I just waited for him to. I said, sir, I'm going to wait outside. I knocked, hummed a mukhra and went out.